Hi, welcome back to the Gapster channel. My name is Gabby. I'm going to talk today about the Douk Audio F5 amplifier. This is a tube amplifier, and the first thing you see is it's such a cute looking amplifier. That's one thing for sure I'll give it. It's very nicely built, very solid brushed aluminum. It's got some cool legs. It's very solid, it's very heavy. So all in all, it's for a small little tube amplifier, it's actually very nicely built. Now this uses one tube, it's a 6N1J, and also two 6L6 tubes or equivalent. Can be slightly different as long as they're compatible. And this only has, let me see, grab it. There you go. So on the back, we only have two inputs here. That's all you have is basically CD and auxiliary input, and you got your speakers, 8 ohm and 4 ohm. That's about it. So it's a simple amplifier, and you get your switch here to switch between inputs. So it's simple as that. The weight is all from the comes from the transformers that are with tube amplifiers, and now, this is not a high-powered amplifier, as you probably guessed from the tubes. This only outputs 3.2 watt per channel. I did not verify that, so take that with a grain of salt. But needless to say, this is not a high-power amplifier. So you're going to use it to drive some very easy loads, some really high-efficiency speakers if you really want to get the best out of it. This is not an amplifier you're going to buy to drive, you know, the big speakers that require a lot of juice. So if you have speakers that are easy to drive and you're okay with 3 watts per channel, this could get you a fairly decent volume, and you'll be able to get some pretty good sound out of it. How does it sound? It sounds actually pretty good, as long as you pair it with the right speakers. Now, swapping the tubes made a significant improvement in the sound. So I think the first thing I would do if you get one of these F5s is I would swap the tubes. Yes, the original one that comes with it are okay, they sound all right, but changing the tubes seems to make it a little bit of a nicer difference. Now, I got some nice PS Vane Horizon tubes actually, and swapping the tubes on the F5 with the PS Vane Horizon tubes. And here we go. If you are getting tubes from PS Vane or anywhere, make sure you get matching tubes. These come matching. You can tell they have been checked and they have a sticker on them on the top. The sound became a little smoother, and a little bit, the high frequency especially were a little bit more real and more clear. And the PS Vane Horizon tubes are fairly affordable. They're not like one of those tubes that are really ridiculously expensive. So you can probably get those for a pretty decent. I'll put a link for them on Amazon if you're interested in them. You can also try other 6L6 tubes and see what you like and try different ones. But at this price point, I wouldn't want to, you know, spend $1,000 on tubes when the whole amplifier itself is under $400. So you gotta keep things in mind as well. You can also change the tube, the little tube as well, and put something else and see what that looks like, and just play with it till you get a sound that actually works well with your system. So this is the front of the unit. So what we have here is a volume control, and here is just it's a power switch basically. That's all that is. So power and volume. So it's a very simple to operate, and if we turn it around again to get a close-up on the back, you see you got your binding posts here, you got the 8 ohm and the 4 ohm output, and here you have your two inputs, your CD and auxiliary, and the switch on and off between the two. This is just your power socket. So it's simple as that. You could see here a big transformer in there. And on the sides, it's got some cool design here with the feet. So it's a really cute little amplifier, and it sounds pretty good for the size and the amps that it's driving. I'm going to put a couple videos in the corners here that might pique your interest. There'll be a little speaker in the middle if you feel like subscribing, and I hope to see you in another video. Take care.